Hello everybody and welcome back to the 100-line Last Defense Academy. I'm glad to have you back. I'm just gonna hit go. Let's just start. Let's just do it. I'm so excited to do this today. It's been a week, I'm just ready. Oh yeah, like everyone's there. Everyone but Kiyoshika and me. Off we go. Hello. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Kiyoshika's here? Feels weird having so many people around all of a sudden. And then let's hold a killing game and thin out the herd a little. Whoa, don't be so casual about it. Taking life is a serious matter. If you're gonna kill someone, you gotta take your time with it. Man, really make it mean something for both of you, you know? What was that supposed to be inspiring? There being more of us could be a good thing, though. The more allies we have, the better we can defend the school. Allies, huh? Anyway, I took a look around the school already. It's basically identical to ours, just like Nigo said. Apart from that huge wall of fire outside, of course. So those are the infamous undying flames. The sight of them fair sets my teeth on edge. I'm gonna have a stroke reading your text, aren't I, Kiyoshika? You told us a little about them on the bus on the way here, but maybe you could get a proper explanation. We can get a proper explanation now. What actually are those flames, Takumi? Talk to Nozomi. Wait, is Kiyoshika? Yeah, she is here. Her and her J's. I will not get over the fact that we have a samurai with J's. That shit is so peak, I'm not even gonna lie. Creepy ass Darby. I'm sorry. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. All we can tell you about the flames is what Sirei told us when we first got here. Because Sirei showed up, died, and then we never saw him again.
Those flames, which encircle this entire school, by the way, just keep on burning. They never go out.
Never?
I forgot Ima had that Sprite.
That's what I said. They don't need fuel, and they can't be extinguished. They'll keep burning on for all eternity. Hence, the undying flames.
Fire that never goes out. It sounds like something out of a fairy tale. I'm gonna have to find a way to, like, differentiate Kurara and Darumi's voices. Because they just sound like squeaky women to me. I'd never have believed it if I haven't seen them on my own, in my own eyes. With my own eyes. What eye? You have one. Heck, I'm still having trouble getting my brain to accept it. Perhaps 'tis an advanced form of ninjutsu. Which chakra elements does one combine for such a transformation? Is that a Naruto reference, or is that just like a ninja thing? The flames are there to help keep the invaders away from Last Defense Academy, right? If that's true, they must be part of the defense system. They're probably being generated somewhere on school grounds. Maybe. To tell you the truth, we don't really understand how it works either. You got them burning outside your defense room, too. That's gotta be to protect whatever's in there, right? Doing a Yugamo voice makes me tired. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. We think so. I've tried dousing those ones with a fire extinguisher before, but they sprang up again pretty much right away. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get inside. This really brings home how many questions are still unanswered. Sirei said he'd explain everything, but then he freaking died. And you couldn't convince him to tell you sooner? You truly are useless. Sorry. Hey, it wasn't our fault. Your defenses are a lot beefier than ours. I guess it settles it. The school is the real deal, alright. Yes, it's just like Nigo said.
Second to last Defense Academy is, well, it's a decoy. Intended to distract the enemy and make them waste their time and resources.
That was last episode.
There's nothing important here. Humanity's future depends not on the contents of our defense room, but on what's inside the one at the true Last Defense Academy.
Verily, to the shock to learn we've been risking our lives to protect a mere decoy. A shock? It was downright infuriating. The B team is no place for someone of my social standing. It's not as if we didn't, if the work we did there wasn't important. The invaders took the bait and sent troops to the decoy after all. All those attacks we fought stopped them from focusing on their entire fighting force on this school. I still say Nigo could have told us that from the beginning. A lot of the information relating this war is classified. Maybe he didn't have permission. I keep forgetting Nigo is a boy. Even Nigo couldn't defy orders from above. He told us that much himself. Orders from above. See, Ray mentioned higher-ups too. Who's really controlling this war? I bet it's like Takemaru, totally. But now the Decoy Academy's gone. That means the attacks on this are gonna get a whole lot worse, right? Pretty much. They don't gotta decide who to send and where anymore. We're all there is. And there's still like 70 days to go. Oh man, what rotten luck. I don't know if I can hold out that long. What's the worst that can happen? Dying, if that's gonna happen anyway. Maybe we should get started now, you know, get busy living or get busy dying. I love Darumi so much. She's so funny. You're all so adorable. The way you'd freak out after every little thing. The enemy attacks may get worse, but there's more of us too. If we can learn to fight as a team, then... Why fight at all? Why don't we just run? Huh? If we use that school bus we came in on, we can cover a lot more ground than on foot. We might even be able to drive all the way back to the complex. You're babbling, sir. A warrior does not desert their post while the enemy still draws breath, and nor does a woman. Even supposing a bus could cover that kind of distance, none of us really know how to get to the TRC from here. Another question, who was driving the bus? We don't know. Can any of us drive? And that shit gonna run out of gas eventually. Where are we gonna get more? Ima, that was a horrible idea. And besides, the future of humanity is at stake here. If we don't defeat the invaders, the whole world is done for. Don't tell me you actually believe all of that future of humanity stuff. Oh god, we're starting to get scary, Ima. There's a good chance it's just a story made up to motivate us, you know. Naturally, we considered that possibility. It was one of the first things we discussed. And in the end, we decided that if there were even a chance of it being true, we had no choice but to seal our resolve and do our part for these 100 days. Nozomi was very persuasive. The way she got us all fired up, we couldn't help but get on board with it. I didn't really do anything special. Can you stop sighing, Gaku? I swear. But how can you be so sure? Do you have any grounds or evidence to prove it's true? You got any grounds or evidence thinking it's not? I guess not. If Sirei had been able to tell you more about what's going on, you'd be sure of it too. True. I think that's the main difference between our two groups and why our attitudes are so different. Once Nigo told us about about world death, we knew we couldn't just stand by and let it happen. World death. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Humanity's future prospects without this particular asset would be grim, to say the least. I don't remember how to do Nigo's voice. It is, after all, the key to overcoming world death and ensuring a chance for future generations to thrive. Wait. World death? What's that? A new prominent term to deal with. This is gonna overload my extra small-sized brain. I was like, XS? What's XS? Extra small. It's all starting to make sense now. You ever even English? You never even got that far, huh? It's no. Oh, what did that say? It's no wonder you're still going back and forth on whether it's all true. Then you best prepare yourself for a shock. What do you mean? According to the information Nigo shared with us, world death was the catalyst for this entire war. This is the thing that started it all. More than that, there's also the reason humanity is now confined to the TRC. World death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. Decimated the population? It's that bad? How do I do a Kako voice? I don't remember. Enough with the dramatic build-up. Just tell us what the world death thing is. Quiet, pea-brain. I love Carrara. The adults are talking. If we tell you, we don't want any of that. Hey, is that really true? What if it's all made up stuff? Do you think you can hold on to that single thought without blowing a fuse? Come on, make with the explanations already. That's no way to talk to someone who's about to impart important wisdom. Didn't anyone teach you any manners, you inbred little street urchin? Oh my god, I love Carrara so much. I love okay, I didn't like Hiyoko. But the reason I loved Miyu and Kokichi so much, I didn't like Byakuya either. The reason I loved Miyu and Kokichi so much is because they were comedic insult goblins. Carrara is my once a playthrough dose of comedic insult goblins. Maybe twice a playthrough, but not. Carrara got it. Carrara is the 2-in-1 special, dude. I love her so much. What, and your manners are any better, you foul-mouthed rich girl? Shut up. Honestly, having to listen to your complaints is making my skin crawl. Spend too much time talking and you won't be ready when the enemy attacks, and if you don't fight the enemy when they attack, you die. Is that so hard to understand? So why do you insist on picking apart everything we say? I've stepped in things that would have made better soldiers than you. She's right, even ABC gum still has some flavor. It's more resilient than me, too. Can you really blame us for making questions after getting dragged into this crazy war out of nowhere? That's where you're wrong. We weren't dragged into this, we were chosen. As mankind's last hope. Mankind's last hope. Yes, we were chosen to represent humanity in this war. To shoulder the hopes and futures of everyone back home. We're the only ones that can stop our entire species from being wiped out. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice in this. We have to fight. And you believe that too? Are you sure you haven't just been brainwashed to think that's true? Ima, you gotta, learn to shut up. I love you, dude. Genuinely, at first sight, I was so gay for this man. But y'all need to learn when to shut up. I'm just saying. I kind of want them to explain world death to me. Kinda sounds important. Again, you make a joke of our resolve. You won't be laughing when my blade has had its way with you. What about world death? You just gonna keep throwing that name around like it means something, or are you actually gonna start explaining things? You know what? I'm not telling you a thing. Go shove it up the tailpipe of a car you can't afford to insure because you're poor. Huh? I can't work with a bunch of impatient, ineffectual, dull-witted morons like you. There's no point in telling you anymore. Carrara, don't be like that. There's no need for us to get involved with these chumps, Nozomi. We can win this war on our own just fine. I can't believe we wasted our food on you peasants. We'd have been better off letting you shrivel and using you as invader bait. You act like a big shot, but this is our school, you know. We were here first. Yeah, we opened up this place to you after, we opened up this place to you after yours went kaput. If it wasn't for us, you'd have nowhere to go right now. You could say this. We could say the same for you. You and the school would have been toast if we hadn't helped out in that battle yesterday. Don't get smart with me, pretty boy. I'll murder Aizuya. He'll like that, Takemaru. Also, pretty boy. No, he's not. Ouch, don't mangle murder like that. That word deserves to be treated with respect. Oh, great.
It's no surprise these peasants can't speak properly. They don't show the slightest sign that they've taken anything on board.
That's the thumbnail, probably. Let's be real here. Why is Darumi on the list? Why is Tsubasa on the list? Yeah, Nozomi, I don't think your friends like my friends very much. I mean, I don't like Gaku either, let's be real here, but dang.
Poverty must have dulled their wits to the point they can't even hold a conversation.
I just realized Karara and Gaku are gonna hate each other. Oh my god. I didn't even think of that.
Well, excuse the heck out of me! I'd rather be poor than an absolutely rotten human being.
Seriously, what's the big idea showing up out of nowhere and acting like you've got the right to boss us around?
You've made it obvious you lack the experience and expertise to defend the school on your own. It's only natural that we step in to superintend.
You know what would help relieve some of this tension? A killing game!
Darmy, now is not the time. However, I really hope one of the 100 endings is Darmy being like, okay, can we have a killing game? And everyone's like, fine, fine.
Oh, if you want to try to escape, be my guest. I'm gonna come after you, though. The thrill of the chase. I wonder how far you'd get if I amputated your legs first.
Watch it, man. I may not hit girls, but I won't hold back against another guy.
Killing game? Anyone? Just one murder. That's all I ask.
That's all I ask. Darmy, stab me. Go for it. That's enough. You all need to calm down. Takumi's right. We won't get anywhere if we don't work together. Wake up and smell the roof, sees Nozomi. Your dreadnought class deadbeats as bad as the rest of them. The moment your back is turned, he'll spike your drink and take you to the room. Okay. No, I won't. I'm not Rick Ross. Okay, no disrespect to Rick Ross. Just like, that's the first thing I thought of. I don't even know the lyric. It's just like, she didn't even know it. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, but now everyone does because you made it a lyric in your song. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'd never do anything like that. Yes, Takumi's like the most normal person in the whole game. Nozomi and Takumi are like the most normal people. Tsubasa's normal too, except she barfs. I really wouldn't, you know that, right? Please, everyone, we shouldn't be fighting amongst ourselves. Why can't we be friends? Friends with these guys? Don't make me laugh. Befriending these cosplay convention rejects certainly is asking a lot from normal people like us. Okay, now Ima's an insult goblin. I'm kind of down for that, actually. That's kind of hot. What? I didn't say anything. How dare you, sir? I will not let the insult slide. Choose your fate and face the judgment of the holy Jumanji sword. Or repent and die by your own hand. I demand satisfaction. Satisfaction? My ass. I love Takamaru so much. Ima may be a jerk, but he's our jerk. I can English. I've had just about all I can stand from you loathsome visages. We're done here. I can English. Come on, Nozomi. But... yeah, get lost. See if I care. If I ever see your dumb face again, it'll be too soon. Gaku, can you shut up? Alright, trying to press the issue now will only make things worse. It would be nice if we can talk more tomorrow, though. Guys, you had one job. Anyway, the team from the second campus left their heads held high. They were barely out the door before the others started venting their feelings. What's with those guys? Are we really gonna have to spend the rest of 100 days with people like that? I agree. Their attitude is positively sickening. Like you're one to talk. You're not wrong. You brought back some interesting friends with you, Takumi. So this is my fault. I know I've got no right to contribute to the discussion, but what do you think about that world death they mentioned I'm really curious now. Don't sweat it. They don't even think about it. It's all just some mind games they're trying to get inside our heads. Damn it, I feel like I want to hit something. I think I'll go back to my room and cool off. I guess I'll do that too. No killing game then? Maybe next time. I love Darby. Why is Ato the one I'm left with, bruh? I don't hate him, but he's like Ato. I'm just saying. Takamaru, Gaku, and Tsubasa left the room. I didn't have the heart to stop them. The tension was already dangerously close to the breaking point. Well, that could have gotten better. That could have gone better. I never expected anyone to turn on each other like that. Honestly, I think when 2x2 comes out, I'm probably just gonna use my Eito voice for Nagito. Or did I use my Nagito voice the first time for Eito? I don't remember. Did I have a voice for Nagito in Danganronpa 2? No idea. Same here. It's not gonna be easy getting them to work together. If Sirei or Hiruka were here, they'd know what to do. But it's no use wishing things were different. We need to think of a way to solve this problem in our own way. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need some time alone to think. Eito and I parted ways and headed back to our room. Free time? Or is it gonna be some bull crap? After that disaster of a meeting, it's hard to imagine ever reconciling the two groups. There's gotta be some way. Maybe I just need more time. Come to think of it, some of the new rooms unlocked today, weren't they? I think I'll go take a look at them. I could use something to take my mind off all this. I will say, I completely forgot about the new rooms. It's the metal shop on the first floor and the bio lab on the second, right? Okay. Well, since I'm already on the first, or on the roof, I'll go check out the bio lab first, because I'm on the third floor right now, I think? Yeah, third floor. So down one. Bio lab is somewhere here. Bio lab. Oh, there's actually a lot of them in here. Yugamu, Takimaru, Iman, Kako. Okay. And it should be this way? I'm probably wrong, but like, I'm usually lost a lot of the time. That's a library. It's probably the other way. Biolab. Oh no, I got it. Hello? So this is the biolab. It looks less like a classroom and more like something out of a horror movie. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kinda like it. What are you laughing about? How you're gonna get me in your bed? I'm just saying, I'm gonna hold that against you. Rick Ross. Why is that my new bit? Just calling him Rick Ross. What are you laughing at? I can't help it. I mean, just look at all this equipment. It's hot with a capital H. That's a sentence I heard today. Takumi's face is my own right now. Now that this room's open, we can whip out a whole host of medical supplements whenever we need them. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what kind of supplements are we talking about? Mostly stuff that gives our hemoenema a temporary boost. We can use them to augment our regular physical abilities too. Nigo did say there were facilities like this tucked away in the dark corners of the school. It's pretty sweet I finally get to see one. I guess second to last Defense Academy had a lab like this too, but it never got unlocked for us. Enhancement developments have been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Sounds good to me. That does sound like it would be useful. But is it ethical? We're basically using performance enhancing drugs, right? You're worried about the morality of a little thing like that? You're such a Boy Scout, Takumi. With everything in this lab, we'll have the potential to get so much further. A lot of this stuff was developed as the result of illegal experiments on human subjects. For most people, no amount of knowledge is worth that kind of atrocity. And now that the research lab is all ours, the fiendish, the outlandish, the downright unpleasant, it's all right here at our fingertips. And what could we use it for? For a start, we can probably make some killer modifications to ourselves, just like my family did to me. You mean like the way your arm stretches? You know, it's always been my dream to mod somebody else's body. I'd be gentle, and I'd make sure any changes I made were tasteful. I think Yugamu might have a Kyo voice, honestly. Like, Yugamu's been in the series already for 2 episodes now, and his voice I gave kind of was just Rantaro. I might give him Kyo Rantaro, like a mixture of both. Say, Takumi, you feel like discarding your humanity and becoming something more?
Hey!
Absolutely not. Not interested. Let me know if you change your mind. In the meantime, I'll just make do with my fantasies. Yeah, you're Rick Ross off fantasies. What are you two doing? Another room designed to make battle freaks stronger. There's nothing, for the 2 of us here. You all look so cool out on the battlefield. I wish I could be like that too, but my dear brother won't let me do anything dangerous. So yeah, Kako does want to join, but Ima won't let her. Ima, you're holding us back, man. Let Kako do the thing, bro. I like Kako. Kako's so sweet. And also just really silly. Because like the moment you ask her any question, she's like, fuck, what's the answer to that again? Shit. Like you could ask her like what's 1 + 1, and she'd be like, It's great. I love Kako because I like Kako because she's dumb, but also she wants to help so bad. She's so cute. Man, this room's seriously creepy. Don't think I'll be spending too much time in here. I was gonna hope Hiruka would turn up in one of the new classrooms, but there's no sign of her either. Why, you got a crush on her? I mean, I'm just saying, you did say she was hot. What could have happened to her? I know, right? I still don't believe she'd run off and leave us on our own. She ain't like that. She's not. Okay, well, that's everyone in here. So now downstairs. Yeah, no, I keep going the wrong way. Metal shop on the first floor. Who's in here? Kurara? Oh, it's the newbies, except for Yugame. This isn't quite what I was expecting from a metal shop. That's a freaking landmine. Not a landmine, an underwater mine. One of those, like, yeah, the underwater mines. This looks like a place for bombs. We just have a bomb-making factory in this school? More like something you'd find on a military base. Yeah. There are all kinds of deadly-looking weapons lined up, and the air's thick with the smell of metal shavings and gunpowder. Oh, and her. She's so cute. She's here, too. Talk to Kurara? Okay. I want to talk to these two still first, though. What's up, J Samurai? I only wish we had a magic circle to contain you, Sir Takumi. Then I would easily cut you down the moment you try anything indecent. I haven't even done anything. I didn't do anything. Okay. I don't think she's pretending not to know me. Karo would never have put on an act this convincing. She's really not Karawa. Maybe she's just lost her memory. Look out, Nozomi, the perfect. I didn't do anything. So he's like the yokai Yamachichi. I'm probably saying that wrong. That steals the victim's life force by sucking in their breath, except with saliva. Holy Jumanji sword will strike him down. I keep telling you, I'd never do anything like that. Darn it, she's more cautious of me now than ever. At this rate, I'll never get to talk to her. What am I supposed to do here? Alright, I'll talk to Spooky Pumpkin, or Tomato. The way the air smells in here really puts me at ease. What, like metal shavings and explosives? Huh? Seriously, you like this? With all the metal and gunpowder and everything? I know, it's not exactly the aroma one would associate with a sophisticated lady like myself. But the Usuzukis really rose to prominence thanks to our involvement with the weapons development. Weapons development? Like guns and stuff? In the beginning, our family name was just Suzuki. We were small-time arms engineers and gun runners. We grew the business little by little. From there, expanding our reach until it encompassed all aspects of life within the TRC. That gave us the necessary prestige to evolve from Suzuki to Usuzuki, and the rest is history. Is that how names get changed? Workshops like this are just integral to my family's identity, as the swanky mansions where we live today is the industrial atmosphere. This industrial atmosphere is baked right into my DNA. Being here is like returning to my natural habitat. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Seems only fitting that... oh, that's Kurara. It seems only fitting that this should be the place where I write a new chapter in our family's illustrious history. I will create weapons, the likes of which the world has never seen, and eradicate those pesky invaders once and for all.
Roar, mighty others flee! Great and powerful Suzuki!
That's a nice chant. Trap development has been unlocked. You can access it during free time. There's so many things we can do. The invaders will rue the day they ever crossed an Usuzuki. Man, I'm glad she's on our side. She is on our side, right? Evil ass tomato. Maybe you should tell that to those friends of yours, too. Getting on my bad side is not a good idea. They'll all 3 times in quick succession. I might forgive them for their insolence. In any other game, that would be that would just be a threat. This game, you can actually come back after you die, so committing it 3 times would kind of make sense. And I don't like that. Because I'm kind of trying to get everyone to, live. It's kind of, I don't know. Again with the ritual demands. Still not sure how doing that is supposed to work. Alright, I visited both the new rooms that were unlocked today. Guess I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. Alright, free time? No, sleep. Okay, yippe sleepy. Between all the arguing and exploration, today's really taking it out of me. Is there anything I can do to get everyone to see eye to eye? Or their attitudes toward fighting are just too different? We're representing all of humanity in this war. They chose us above all the others to defend the world from invaders. We're the only ones who can do this, so it's only natural that we give it our all. Mankind's future is in our hands now. It's our responsibility. I never thought of this as a responsibility. Fighting was just a means to an end, a way for me to get home. I would feel differently if I knew about world... Would I feel differently if I knew about world death? Was I ever gonna find out what this war was about? Ding dong. Someone's at the door? Could it be her? It's gonna be like Ato or something, or Darumi. It's always one of the two. I felt a flutter of anticipation, my hands trembling as I pulled the door to reveal... Yeah, it's Ato. Good morning, Takumi. Do you have time... or evening. Good evening, Takumi. Do you have time to talk? Oh, it's you, Ato. Were you expecting somebody else? Sorry to disappoint you. No, it's not like that. What's up? Nothing in particular. I just thought it would be nice to chat a little. I never got a chance to tell you how happy I was to see you again. I was out of my mind with worry the whole time you were gone. Really? I thought maybe you disappeared like Hiruko. We went 5 whole days without any contact from you after all. Sorry, I wasn't exactly in a position to get in touch. What happened to you during that storm? How did you get separated from the group? Not really sure. All I remember is that I passed out and woke up with an aching head. But then I was already on my own, somewhere miles away from there. After that, Nigo found me and took me to the other school. Perhaps he got sent flying by the storm. It's possible, I guess. I can't think of anything else that would explain it. He got hit with a metal pipe. Well, you're okay now. That's the important thing. But while we're on the subject of the other school, what's going on between you and English? What's going on between you and that Nozomi girl? Huh? When you're around her, you're different, almost like she's special to you. But you seem troubled as well. What's wrong? I'd like to help if I can. Although if it's something romantic, bear in mind I don't have any experience in that area. Oh, was that really it? No, not exactly. It's kind of weird, to be honest. You might not believe what I have to say, but will you still hear me out? Of course. Now that I'd been given the go-ahead, it all came spilling out. I told Ato about Karuwa, my childhood friend. I spent practically every day with back home, before the war. That was the easy part. Then there was the matter of Nozomi, and her uncanny likeness to Karuwa. They were so alike that I couldn't accept they were different people no matter how much I tried. And as much as Nozomi looked and sounded like Karuwa, she had no idea who I was. I told Ato all of this mystery, and the theories I'd come up with, and how the whole thing was messing me up. You weren't kidding when you said this was weird. I thought maybe she had amnesia, but she's never mentioned hitting her head and or having gaps in her memory or anything like that. Not that I've been able to talk to her long enough to ask about it. Come on, Ato, say something. Oh, sorry, this whole thing reminds me of a sci-fi novel I've been reading a while back. What happened in it? The main character ends up in a place that's both familiar and different. A parallel universe. Parallel universes aren't just other worlds, or even the past or the future. They're alternate realities taking place in the same time as our own. Alternate realities. It's a fairly common trope. Depending on the story, a parallel universe could be completely alien or eerily similar to the reality we know. In the book I'm thinking of, The main character travels to another universe. He finds another version of himself there. Another him living his own, slightly different life. You think that that's the connection between Nozomi and Karuha? Like they're alternate versions of each other? I know it sounds ridiculous, but humor me for a moment. It would explain a lot. It would mean Karuha and Nozomi are the same person, hence all the similarities. But at the same time, they're different. They've lived completely different lives. And that would account for Nozomi not knowing you, don't you think? I don't know, Eito. Maybe that's just how this stuff works in sci-fi, but I'm having a hard time believing it could happen in real life. You want to know what could happen in real life? A water break. Hydrate or die, everybody. This water stuff I hear is pretty good. Okay, now that I've had my water, I suppose you're right. It's a little unrealistic. But the situation we're in is already pretty far removed from what we're used to considering reality. Perhaps any sense of what is or isn't realistic has gotten warped from all the strange things that have happened to us already. That would make sense, I suppose. Like, at least a little bit. He's right. If you told me a few weeks ago I'd be stabbing myself in the heart to give myself special powers and fight monsters, I wouldn't have believed that either. Sorry for putting you in such a bizarre idea. I haven't been much help, have I? That's not true. It's really helped me get all of this stuff off my chest. And it's such a weird story most people probably wouldn't believe me. I couldn't have just told anybody about this. I'm honored. I'll gladly hear you out if you want to talk again, no matter how strange it is. You sure have been having some peculiar experiences. First the ghostly invader, and now this. Alright, I almost forgot about that thing. We still haven't figured out what it is. I haven't seen that invader since I got back, but the next time I do, I'm gonna make sure he answers for what he's done. Don't take any unnecessary risks. You have no idea how dangerous he might be. I know, I'll be careful. Well then, I think I've taken up enough of your time. I should get going. Good night, Takumi. Sleep well. With that, Eito left, pausing at the door to give me one last gentle smile. Parallel universes, alternate realities. Could any of it be true? It sounds so bizarre, but the more I think about it, the more it starts to make sense. And is this what's going on here? Are Karuha and Nozomi alternate versions of the same person? The same but different? Either way, I won't be able to put this issue to rest until I talk to her about it myself. However, that's probably not going to happen for like another few episodes, knowing how these games tend to go. Even after venting to Eito, the frustration I was feeling still wouldn't go away. I turned in for the day and gradually fell into a light, fitful sleep. Metal fence. Okay, so I can make new traps and upgrade old traps. Metal fence. Max uses +1. Defensive device. Place a barricade to hinder any enemy movement. HP 5. It just requires tools. I have 4 metal. I can learn Electrified Fence. 1 HP, stun range 8 spaces. Place a barricade that stuns any enemies in a range. Details. Electrified Fence? Oh, wait, hold on. That's good. Wait. They all look the same. And now, Explosive Mine. Defensive device. Place a trap that deals explosive damage when stepped on. All HP 1, damage 2. Does 2 damage. Spring Trap. I need more metal for that. I need more stone for that. Okay. Stone is the one thing I have the least of. Defensive device. Place a trap that ignores obstacles to move user great distances when tripped. Oh, I can literally just shoot myself across the map. Hold on, that's useful, but I need more stone for that. Okay, so that's some of the stuff I can make in there. Let's go to the bio lab. No one's in here. Attack potion 1, agility potion 1, attack plus 1, armor plus 3. Upgrade effect, it just increases the uses. Potion, user HP becomes 1. Oh, no, that is... Okay, I'm like, that's useless. And then I remembered when you have low health, you can super. That is kind of useful, actually. Max uses once per battle. It cost 80... That's... Yeah, we're getting that. Modification complete. Develop an enhancement. Researcher unlock. User fully recovers HP. I need 200 for that. Okay. I think that's it. We can go to the rec room. We could. Not really any use for it. I would say it's in our best interest to go to either the training room or the library today. Or go get stuff. I think I'm gonna go get stuff. I hate you. Manual. A resource map showing different areas outside the school. Grounds and materials that can be found in them. All materials can be found here, but are lower quality than in other areas. Beach area. Machine materials can be found there. Plant materials can be found in the forest. Cave areas, ore materials, that's what we need. Coastal area, textile materials. So we're going to the caves. Begin exploration. Edit team members. You can select a maximum of 3 people to bring exploring. You cannot select characters that are dimmed out. Got it. That's actually really good. Each character has a different exploration skill. Create a team to suit your needs by making choices corresponding to the materials you wish to gather. You can press E to go on a simple exploration, skipping straight to the results screen. However, none of your skills will activate. So we can skip everything. We could skip all the spacewalking. And just see what materials we get. Okay. So we can bring Takemaru, Darumi, Eito, Tsubasa, and Gaku. I expect to be paid, ready to go. Shall we go? Okay, let's head out now. Rain check, sorry, please ignore me next time. What? No, I'm experimenting. I'm still training. Who is missing? We're missing 3 characters? Oh yeah, we are! Hiruko, and then Moko, and whoever that last person is. Because there's 16 total people. Just we don't have everyone at the moment. Okay. I want Kako so bad. Like, as a new unit, I want Kako to join us. Shoma and Ima as well. I just want everyone to control. Probably the one I want the most, because she is probably going to be the easiest person. If we can convince Ima, we can convince Kako. Textiles, BP, minerals and machines. Okay, Eito. Takemaru. Gaku. I could use BP, textiles, and minerals. So that's what we're getting. I don't need very many machines. And I'm pretty sure this covers everything else. Plants, textiles, minerals, and machines. Yeah, we get everything but cloth here. Or no. Do we? I don't know. But yeah. Head out.
I'm heading out!
We got 200 ore. That's what we needed. That's the end of the day, right? Yeah, because you can only explore once a day. Upgrade class weapon. Daramis. We're gonna try to give Darami a new attack. We can give Darami a new attack. Let's go! Launches a volley of knives in a vertical line. User recovers 1 HP. That's good. We finally made Darami, like, not horrible. Early Strike allows use... No image. That's annoying. Last Yell. Allies acting with 1 AP in battle now have a 50% chance of gaining support statuses. Okay, we can make Darami really good. Hold up. Let's give Darami some buffs. Unyielding Spirit. Attack +2 to the user when near death during battle. That's not that great, because you can just, like, super buff them with, like, a killing move. Oh, we can buff these guys now. Okay, Yugamu, we're gonna need to give you something, buddy. Sends an arm to strike an enemy and inflicts bleed. That's good. And we can upgrade it. Sacrificial Viper. Alright, Yugamu is a little bit better now. Can we give Tsubasa anything that is higher in damage? She doesn't deal the most damage of, like, anybody. Move 10 to all allies in range. That's good. Hold up. Nozumi. Oh, last Gale is a Hemo Enema boost. Okay. Got it. I think, honestly, everyone else is so unbelievably... Oh my god, she has a 6 attack. She has an attack as strong as a Oh, it's only 1 range, though. That's still really useful. Inflict stun on user. We're doing this. Buffing Kyoshika more is amazing. Who else can we give buffs to? Airblade. Vertical slash attack. Flight +2. Why not? Judge, Jury, Executioner. Oh my god. Ato. Judge, Jury, Executioner. 4 attack, 2 attack. I like this. This will be the last thing we get today. We got Jury. I think... Oh, actually, can we get Gaku anything? Anything good? We need Social Studies 2 to get Gaku a move that does more than 1 damage. Okay, so I think Gaku is our next, mission. Because every other character in the game is so unbelievably broken that I honestly think it's in our best interest to just... Yeah. Okay, so what do we want to do for free time? I would say read to get social studies up. Hello, Ato. Read a book. Time will pass. Social studies. What part of social studies do we need to boost? Both. I'll try reading this book today. TRC Languages. The official language of the TRC is Japanese, and there are not many who speak other languages. There are some eccentrics who learn English and French as a hobby. The number of people who can speak a foreign language is probably less than 0.1% of the population. The TRC is a cultural sphere built on just one language. But the world was not always like this. Crossing national borders would often mean an inability to communicate. There was also a mix of people who spoke different languages, even within the same country. People would work hard learning foreign languages at school, or through courses in order to be able to interact with people from foreign cultures. People who speak a completely different language. It's hard to believe. Reading this book increased your observation by 5. Nice. So ended my 32nd day at Last Defense Academy. And we're gonna do day 33, and then we're officially 1/3 of the way done.
Hey, Taki?
But first we have a flashback. Okay. Hi, Karua.
What's up?
Did you get any chocolate today?
Huh? Chocolate?
You know, it is Valentine's Day after all.
Oh, that's today? It totally slipped my mind. Anyway, I don't think I got any. How about you? Did you give anyone some?
No, of course not. It's against the rules to bring your own snacks to school.
Then why'd you ask?
Sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking.
It's not such a rare thing for boys and girls to be friends when they're little. But as they get older, they tend to start noticing the differences between each other more and more and end up drifting apart. That's not how it was for me and Karua. We remained close pretty much all throughout elementary school and junior high. Of course, that doesn't mean our relationship didn't change a little. I used to think of her as just one of the family, but after puberty hit, yeah, I was aware of the differences between us alright. Even then, there was one thing that didn't change. Karua and I were always together.
So, I tried making Valentine's chocolate myself this year.
I hit the wrong button.
I worked up my courage and handed it over before I went to school.
Huh?
Takumi's face.
She accepted it, but I don't know if she'll actually try any. She left the box on the kitchen table when she left for work, too.
Oh! It was for your mom. Hey, that's pretty cool, though. Going through all the trouble of making it from scratch to show her how much you care?
Well, technically, it wasn't just for her. Here.
Aww. They're so wholesome, I love it.
For me.
We might not be allowed to do it at school, but we're on our way home now, so...
Thanks.
I worked hard on it, you know? You'd better take the time to really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. I have to get you something nice in return.
No, that's okay. If you want to give me something, promise me you'll show me the stars someday. Preferably through an astronomical telescope.
An astro what?
And after what?
It's an instrument you use to see things that are far away. I read about it in one of those old books in the library. I'd love to use one to look up at the night sky one day. That'd be so cool.
Stars? Here, in the complex? You know that's impossible.
I can dream, can I? Honestly, Taki, you've got no imagination.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I like about Takumi.
Shut up.
They're so cute, bro. I love it. Oh, everyone's in here today, except Tsubasa. Literally everyone but Tsubasa's in the cafeteria today. Hello? Huh? Whoa, what are they doing here? Pop those eyes back into your head, peasant. You look like you're a middle-aged hotel manager who's just been caught peeping on his guests. What kind of analogy? Sir Takumi, surely you'd never do such a thing. That creaking in the walls last night, was that you? I know not what you think you saw, but I assure you, you were mistaken. I was simply what? You know, you couldn't have told me. If you didn't say anything, I never would have known, because that was not me. You played yourself. Oh, I'm actually curious now. For the record, we're not here to patch things up with you guys, we're just answering the call. What does that mean? I asked them to come. There's something I want to hear. All of I want you to hear, all of you. What's so important that we all need to be here? Shoma was acting strangely yesterday. He tried to brush it off, but I pressed him on it. And he finally told me what was bothering him. Shoma had another dream, one that unearthed a repressed memory. Why is Shoma, like, low-key based? I mean, like, he has been low-key based the whole time. Another one? Talk to Shoma. I want to talk to Jay Samurai, though. I don't know what you think you saw last night, but you're mistaken. Literally, you could not have said anything, and I just wouldn't have known. Now she's gonna make fun of you for it, too. I'm just saying. You kind of did yourself a disservice. However, I forgive you because you got the J's on. Like, I'm just saying. You can't hate somebody with the J's, bro. J Samurai. Is it true, Shoma? Did you see something? Well, I thought we agreed Mr. Genzaki's dreams were nothing to worry about. He even said so himself. Well, it was easy enough to dismiss the first time as a fluke. But now that it happened again, Shoma has more to say. He wants everyone to hear it, so we're all on equal ground and won't fight about it later. That's his excuse for wasting our time. I'm sorry, but I don't want to feel like I'm keeping this from anyone. Keeping secrets always leads to conflict sooner or later. And I hate conflict more than I hate eating 3 square meals a day. Yeah, I can tell. Isn't 3 square meals a day meant to be a good thing, though? So was your dream from before actually not a dream? Did it really happen? Usually, when I wake up from a dream, you can tell right away that it was a dream. Yeah, no, that's true. One time I played rock, paper, scissors against Obama and won. That shit was peak. Memories aren't like that. I mean, both are images in our minds, but there's a clear difference between the two. I'm sure when you can all tell the difference between dreams and memories, and I sure can too. That's why I can say with certainty that this is a memory. You guys mind telling us filling us in on the lore here? Just shut up and listen. We don't get it either. What have you remembered so far, Shoma? Maybe we should go over that again. Last time you said you were hooked up to some freaky machine in the weird hospital. What was it called again? Kamakura? Huh? Lady Nozomi, is something the matter? Why does she know? Okay. Oh, it's nothing. Are those machines in the same ones that we've got here, right? The ones that we can't get working? Yes, I think that covers everything from the last memory. We still haven't figured out what those machines are for and why they were both the hospital and here at the school. Do you remember something that could help us with that? Yes, I think I remembered. What I remember this time might help explain a lot of it. This time, I remembered why I was put in those machines at the Kamakura General Hospital.
It was some kind of experiment.
They experimented on my dog, bro? How dare.
The hospital was conducting research into something, and I was a research subject.
What is it they were researching?
That part's still a little fuzzy. I don't think I can remember it just yet, but I remember somebody in a white coat looking at me from outside the machine, and they said something. Something about my blood.
Your blood?
Hemoanima.
I couldn't hear very well because of the glass in the way, but it sounded like they said there was something special about my blood.
So, I'm guessing, this is a theory, I'm just throwing it out there, that we were all test subjects, and that we all had this so-called special blood. And that's why we were the ones chosen for 100 line. Special blood. You think it's got something to do with the hemoanima? But hemoanima comes from the infusers. Our blood is just the medium that causes it to manifest. It shouldn't matter whether someone's blood is special or not, should it? So your blood's different from regular people, Shoma. Whoa, why did my depth perception just go crazy? What the frick? Damn. I'll put my glasses on. Usually I don't put on my glasses when I'm recording. Maybe I should do that. That feels better. Have you got a crazy mind? High midi-chlorian count or something? I love Darumi. Oh my god, I love Darumi. Darmi and Korara are the goblins, and I love them. We have an insult goblin and a reference goblin. I don't know about that, but it seems it's different anyway. How can you not know? It's your own body we're talking about. Like I said, the memory's still a little fuzzy, and I was barely awake at the time. There was one other thing, right? Yes, I did remember something else.
The hospital had more than one of those machines. I wasn't the only one who'd been put in one.
It could be all of us.
It was all of you, too.
Oh. Yeah, Yugamu, Karara with a tomato. Hiruko. There's one that's empty. There's one empty. They were looking at Shoma at the time. Ima, Kako. Yeah, it's everyone. Wait, where's Nozomi? Am I tripping? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So Nozomi's not there. Got it. Okay. Okay. But the rest of us were in there.
What?
You were all in those machines at the Kamakura General Hospital just like me.
We must have all been research subjects for the same experiment. We all have the same special kind of blood.
Dude, what are you talking about? Us in those machines?
Oh.
That include our group too? Yes, it wasn't clear enough for me to see all the machines, but I'm pretty sure everybody who's here was also there. You're crazy, man. First time I saw any of you was when I woke up here. You're saying we all met before and forgot about it? In my memory, you all had your eyes closed. I think we were all unconscious. I was just barely awake, though. Maybe that's why I was able to remember it. There's no doubt in my mind that all of this is true. We were all put into those machines at the hospital. We were all part of an experiment there. Some time before we came here. I never heard about Kamakura Hospital. How could I have been checked into it? Excuse me. Same here. I never go to the hospital. I don't have money to spare on medical bills. Real. And my robust health is second to only my dedication to my dear sister. You didn't have to bring me into this. See? See? It just don't add up. We couldn't have been there. Wait, what if it was after the invaders attacked the complex? When our powers first awakened? As soon as I defeated the enemy in my neighborhood, I started to feel dizzy. Before I knew it, I blacked out. I'm guessing the same thing happened to all of you. When I came to, I was at the academy with no idea how I got there. You're right, actually. Yeah. Naturally, I assumed we were brought here immediately after we passed out. But what if that's not the case? We may have spent weeks or even months in that hospital. First, and the gap in our memory would mean that we'd be none the wiser. Yeah, that kind of twist happens in killing games all the time. It's possible, though, don't you think? If we accept Shoma's memories as true, then it's the only explanation. So then what did they do to us while we were there? Some kind of research, right? Special blood. Maybe it's related to our hemoanima after all. Oh my god. Excuse me. I think so too. That's the only thing we can all have in common, and... Oh my god, enough already! Karara? Karara's shrill voice shattered the contemplative mood that we had settled over us. Dude, not even my reading glasses can frickin' save me from having a stroke. You interrupted our training for this? To hear this piece of trash talk about our ridiculous fantasies? Who the hell cares about any of that? But this could be an important clue. We might be able to find out more about hemoanima. But Shoma didn't remember any of the important details. If we can't use this information, what's the point in worrying about it? Why are you even leading his ravings and credence in the first place? It's obviously nothing but a bunch of lame-brained hogwash. I've never heard of the word hogwash in my life, but I want to use that one. Consider this. Would understanding Chemoanima better give us any practical advantage against the invaders? We understand it well enough to use it. Should we not just concentrate in defending the school? This is not the time to get sidetracked and waste our energy on unimportant details. Unimportant? We're never going to learn the truth about what's going on in here. We've made our peace with that. Oh my god, doing Karara is gonna give me a stroke. Now that we've been given this mission, we have no choice but to do it. There's no other option. So how about you all shut up and start pulling your weight like the rest of us? Inigo didn't tell us everything, but he did at least explain why he couldn't. A lot of these details about the war were just too important. If he told us, and they were somehow leaked to the enemy, it could ruin anything. It could ruin everything. Even if being kept in the dark is frustrating, we've accepted that it's for the greater good. We've decided to give it our all to win the war and worry about the details later. In other words, we have the capacity to show perspective and determination. There are those completely alien concepts to you, maggots. I mean, look at you, coming up with those weird stories and theories about some stuff that does not matter. We've been given a mission, why can't you just do it? Well, you little cockroach, I'm talking to you. Huh? First you refuse to fight, then you muddy matters further with this nonsense. I'm getting tired of it. Oh god. Her eyeballs are showing. Just looking at you makes me want to vomit. Evil tomato. I'm sorry, I never meant to cause all of this trouble. You're probably right, it's all just a fantasy. My brain's always been about as powerful as a pond scum, and it's finally breaking down and making me lose touch with reality. My sincere apologies for all the trouble I've caused. I won't do it again. I won't say another word. I'll just spend the rest of the 100 days in a corner, standing out as little as possible. I'll start right now. Shoma began backing away, but Karara stepped back to block his path. That self-deprecating act isn't gonna cut it this time. You need to make you need to be made an example of. What are you talking about, Karara? Don't try to stop me, Nozomi. This bug needs squishing, and I'm gonna be the one to do it. This so-called defense unit is full of wishy-washy, work-shy nitwits, and he's the worst out of all of them. Oh no, don't do anything to Shoma. His very existence is an insult to everything we stand for. I've had enough of it. What's happened to her? Karara's always been mean, but she's been totally blowing her stack now. If you really want to make up for what you've done, you should just disappear. And I don't mean hiding away in your room. I want you out of this academy. Do you understand? I don't care where you go, but I don't want you here. Well, the thing about that is... Zip it. No excuses. Just go. Leave. Move out. Mosey. Shuffle off. Scram. Depart. Disappear. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Hey, leave him alone, you. Gaku stepped in, grabbed Karara's shoulder in an attempt to hold her back. None of us were prepared for what happened next.
Get your filthy hands off me!
There are so many CGs that could work as the thumbnail this episode, I'm not gonna lie. That was awesome. Combo. This is why I love Darumi. Such magnificent boxing technique. Nothing can withstand those fists of fury. She can box? And Osuzuki receives education and everything we need to enforce our will in society. Political, financial, physical, we can handle any conflict and come out on top. And a member of upper echelons for a reason, pea-brain. My family has sculpted me into an absolute freaking paragon of refinement and excellence. And if any upstart peasants dare to defile my personal space, there will be consequences. Damn it. You'll get yours when the revolution comes. Sorry, man. I wish I could help out, but you know how it is. I don't hit girls no matter how much they deserve it. Stop it, Karara. Please, that's enough. I'm guessing you didn't have anything else to tell us. Maybe we should get going. Yeah, maybe you should. What a vexing way to start the morning. Let us return to our training, friends. Come, Lady Karara. My wrath must be appeased. Nozomi? It's not that I don't appreciate you trying, but I think it's best that we drop this for now. I'll try to convince them, but it's gonna take time. Anyway, I'm sorry that it came to this. I really am. Nazumi gave us an apologetic glance and went to join her friends. Even after the team from the second campus had left, none of us could settle down. If anything, it only got us more heated. I'm so sorry, Shoma. I never thought it would blow up like this. No, it's my fault. The other team really doesn't like us. And now I've made it worse by annoying them with my nonsensical stories. I'm so useless, so stupid, so lacking in any kind of social awareness. You'd all have been better off if I had never been born. Well said. Shut up, Ima. Brother dearest, don't agree with him.
Yeah!
That tomato lady really went ham on you, huh? She made you look like gutter trash. She hit me. That psycho actually hit me. Even my dad didn't hit me. I mean, how could he? I never met the guy.
Ugh.
Is that a good thing? No. Those guys are really pissing me off now. Ain't no way we're ever gonna make things work with them. The way I see it, wait, why am I doing... That's Darumi. The way I see it, there's only one way to resolve our differences. Starts with a K, ends with a illing game, and it's totally still a genre with untapped potential. Darumi, just give it a rest, okay? I'm sorry. If I was better at handling human relationships, this never would have happened. Oh, poor Shoma. The mood here just keeps getting worse and worse. Gloom descended to the cafeteria. We gradually filled that and made our way back to our rooms with hearts heavier. Our hearts heavier than they had been in a long time. We got 120 and 60. That's not great, but I'll take it.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
There wasn't any enemy attacks today. I'm more worried about the state of things inside the school. If I become even if becoming one big team is too much to ask, I hope we can at least get it by without any more infighting. Good luck with that. Before long, I drifted off into a dreamless sleep. It was a welcome release after all the problems plaguing my mind. Okay, and then starting next episode, we'll do day 34.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine.
All right, we'll learn why C-Ray's in a massage chair next episode. But for now, let us save, and save 3 times. Because if you never saved 3 times, it didn't count. And let's return to the main menu for the outro. I had to do do you see what I did there? The V3 thing? Hehehe. Okie dokie. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the 100 Line Left. Oh, I hit my microphone. Thank you for watching this English. Holy shit. Thank you for watching this episode of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oops. Wow, I'm a disaster, this outro. Sorry about that. So here's kind of my announcements for this week. Season 9 is currently on its last little bit of percentage. We're about 80% done at the current moment, and we are looking very, very close to completion with only 4 things left to make, 3 of which can very much be done today. At the current moment, it is October 5th, Sunday, meaning that the likeliest thing that will happen is that Season 9 will begin the weekend the Star Temple gets completed, which is the last thing that needs to be built for this season. So there you have that to look forward to. Infinite Lore is still not over, but we can't continue it, which is a problem because Replay Mod shut down because of the new update to Minecraft, which is very annoying. I updated the world that I was using for the lore episodes, like the last 2, and that kind of became a problem because now I can't use Replay Mod, and I need Replay Mod to work to make the video not horrible. So we're kind of holding off on Infinite Lore for the time being. So just bear with us, okay? Well, we're working on it. So in the meantime, while Season 9 is wrapping up its development and Infinite is on hiatus, you are going to get more 100 line. That's kind of the only thing we can do. So expect a lot of it. With that being said, I don't have much else to say, so I'm just going to cut you off here, and I will see you guys the next episode. Bye.